So from child's pose, we will come right into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The arms will extend, press into your palms, and when you're ready, Chris, you can lift on up. A few different assists here. The first two, I'll come in front of Chris, come into a lunge position. One hand will come to the middle of Chris's back, just a stabilizing hand. The other will come to the sacrum. I'm going to press and lift his hips up. I want you to think tailbone lifting to the sky. So I'm not pressing back, it's more of a lift up. Okay, so see my lunge position here, nice and stable. I'm breathing with him. So that's one option. Second is placing my feet right over his hands. So I'm actually stepping on his hands. Does that feel okay? Good. From here, I'm going to take my hands to his hip creases. Using my body weight, I'm going to lean and press and lift. This should feel pretty good. Feel good? Deep breaths. And then we'll let Chris take a little break in child's pose. Come onto your knees. And I'll just show that assist again. I like to also rub my palms together just to create some warmth and good energy before I do the assist, especially if your hands are cold, and just a gentle press. And then we'll come into downward facing dog again, and I'll show you two more things you can do from the opposite side, from the back side. So when you're ready, Chris, lifting up. And I'm going to come behind him. My legs will come wide. I'll come into like a squat position. My hands again come to his hip creases, and I'm going to lift his hips up. And what you'll notice a lot, sometimes students, when you go to do this assist, they start to walk their hands forward. So sometimes I'll even just say, you can keep your hands right where they are, and then do that assist. So again, I'm lifting the hips up. Last thing you can do, I'm going to come to kneel and take my hands, wrap them around his ankles. My thumbs come to the outside. I'm not forcing, I'm just gently pressing his heels down, encouraging them towards the ground. Doesn't matter if they touch. And then on his exhale, he can come back into a child's pose and take a rest. Good. So from here, we will slide right onto the belly. And we'll do a few back bends here on our belly. So Chris, you can just come all the way forward onto the belly. Tops of the feet come to the mat. The fingertips will come in line with the shoulders, setting up for Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. One thing you can do here is take your hands to their calves and just gently press down. So you're rooting the legs and the feet down. And then when you're ready, Chris, you can go ahead and lift the upper body, roll the shoulders back. And then when you're ready, come on down, exhale. So that's just one assist. And then a second thing you can do here is I'm going to come over Chris into a kneeling position, into a lunge. Once he's up in his Cobra, I will take my hands to the tops of the shoulders and gently pull back. I'm again using my body weight, right? And I think I mentioned this earlier, but really being aware of your own body and space and making sure you're stable first, you're breathing and breathing with them, and then exhale to release down. A nice little counter you can do after back bends. Release your arms. You can just take your hand to the sacrum and sway, rocking a little side to side. That'll be a nice release for the lower back. We'll come into Locust, Shalambhasana. Hands are in towards your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lengthen the legs back. On your exhale, start to lift the chest, reach the arms back, lift the legs. I'm going to come right over Chris. Again, little bends in the knees. My hands will come to his wrists, and I'll gently pull. So I'm opening up through the chest. Shoulders roll back. Exhale to release. Another feel-good assist here in this prone position is taking your feet right on top of their feet and just kind of stepping. This feels like a nice massage for the feet. This is also a Thai massage technique. Feel okay?
Yep.
Great. Last pose here, Dhanurasana, bow pose. Bend your knees, reach back for your ankles. Once they're already in the posture, so when you're ready, Chris, you can go ahead and lift chest, lift the legs. I'm gonna come around, my legs will come wide, my hands will come to the outside. From the outside, I'll wrap in underneath the ankles, and I'm gonna gently pull up. Breathe here, roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, full deep breath. On the exhale, release everything down. You could sway the legs if that feels good for your back. Beautiful. And we'll take a child's pose just to rest here.